How's it going, everybody? It is May 13th. This is Merch by Amazon sales update. Just going to do a quick sales update because it was another great day. Still no sudden drops in sales, which is amazing. And my US sales are just continuing within its new norm, which is around 10 sales a day on average. As you can see, there's a dip where I get 6 and then 14. So it's about uh, just a little more than 10 because my 7 day average is about actually 80 now. This is like I'm recording this first thing in the morning on the 13th. As you can see, there's one sale, and by the end of the day, this number will be closer or hopefully over 80. So yesterday I had 9 sales in the US, and for the total, and this is actually great, 15. So that's amazing. Uh, One thing that I noticed is, and the reason I'm doing this video is because right now, so even before the sales hopefully start, I'm sitting at 110 sales in the US, which means that I've officially beaten or tied January, total January sales, which is kind of nuts when you think about that, we just finished 12 days. So if it continues at the pace with the momentum that it has been going so far, this is looking like it might be the best month of the year. So 2022. Uh, Definitely, I don't think it's going to come even close to any of these. Hopefully, meaning any of these, like two or three, but hopefully it actually beats, the average for 2021, which is about, let's say, 220, 230. There is actually a lot of chance that might happen again if nothing changes, if the momentum doesn't change. So 15 sales overall. And what I'm still extremely happy about is that I'm getting regular sales across all the marketplaces. So I'm not just relying on one, even though it is the most the best one, which is the U.S. market place. But sales are slowly coming in from other marketplaces. You can see when this adds up, we're looking at 45 sales so far. So by the end of the month, I'm gonna get over 100 sales across all the other marketplaces, which again, that's pretty good if we're looking at, let's say, $3 in royalties on average, which is, now I'm pulling in $300 in royalties from all the other marketplaces in addition to my US sales. So that in itself is great. Before I forget, I'm gonna do a comparison of last month, but before I forget, I've the I've mentioned this before. One of the mistakes that I made early on is just doing everything on my own. Basically, not using any tools, not using any like research tools like Merch Informer or anything like that. Like Vexels, I'm working with them now with for designs. Now I'm gonna start using a new tool, Amazon Scout. I actually put a link down below, but I'm gonna put out a video for you guys, for people who are not familiar, as I start to learn and kind of get a hang of everything and what its possibilities are. But it looks like a pretty powerful tool, and now I'm actually kind of sad that I haven't used it before, because people have been talking about Amazon Scout for years, and there's so much valuable information that you can get from that tool. You can get it from Merch Informer. Like, all of these tools are so amazing, and I understand that they cost a little money and everything, but if you actually learn how to use them, they pay off very quickly. So that's the other thing that I'm actually excited. People have been asking me, what have you changed? What's the strategy change or whatever? Not only am I testing out uh, different keywords, for example, for the same design, I'll use different keywords to see what works, and then kind of like zoom into to one niche, one category. But in addition to that, I'm actually starting to use tools, and it really does help. So as you can see here, last month for the same time period, I had 112 sales. This month, 154. So we're looking at 42 sales ahead of last month for this time frame. So that means that if we're just kind of extrapolate, go from there for the whole month, I should be about 150 uh, ahead of last month. And last month's uh, total, I did 271 sales, which means hopefully, this month I can hit 350 or more, which will be actually really, really nice. Let me just see if there's anything else that I can show you guys on this page. The only thing that I want to say is that my total, I've passed $2,000 in sales so far this month, which is amazing. So that means I might hit, 5,000-6,000 in sales, and royalties right now are sitting at 360, 359.90, which means again, I am looking at $1,000 in royalties just in the U.S., and then we'll see what happens in other marketplaces. So that's actually feeling really, really good. That's the reason I do these sales updates, because there's always a possibility of a sudden drop. What's good and different now compared to, let's say, this month here, which is October, so September and October of last year, is that now my sales are actually not coming in from one or two designs or products. They're just across the board. They're coming in, from anywhere you can think of. Where this, I think around here, 50% or more of these sales were because of one product or one design. So that's the big difference this time around. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys. As always, I'm excited to do these videos. Feels good. We'll see what the next couple months bring. Thank you.